Hello there! Now, we play Candyland all day, right? Gets a little bit boring, my sister, so what we do is we make story. Now, let's go into story. Light, please. Okay, so it all started when some kids wanted to play a game up in the fields. And all the little kids were high-fiving each other, having a great time listening to Maroon 5 in the fields. And one day, they said, let's play Candyland. And that's when Candyland started. So, when this game started, they all lined up, chose a card, and they moved into their positions. One person landed on green, or orange, I meant, sorry about that. Took the rainbow rides of purple. Blue chose a card and got the lollipop. Now he's in the lead so far. And then yellow man over here chose a card and got red. So he's in the last place so far. Red chose a card, went to candy cane. Now, this game is very simple for them. It's really fun. They've been playing it all day. And when the game ended, blue won all in the end. And the three, green, yellow, red, all got jealous. So they devised a plan with Lord Licorice. And their plan was to assassinate the winner. They stared and observed for days on end as he had lunch every day with the king. Ate every little thing he saw, getting really chunky over here. They got their plan set up. First one, the green and the red drove up to Candyland Castle, all the way up to Rainbow Road, drove up to the gate and asked if they could talk, while yellow was devising an ambush plan. He drove up to the back of Candyland Castle, took the shortcut, and as green and red were talking, having a great time, "Hey, I'm so glad you won. I'm so glad that you won." Sorry, he was backwards. So, I'm so glad that you won. They're high-fiving each other, having some candy, you know. Well, you're the winner. Yellow dove onto the back of blue, beating them up. Every single one of them. Psh, psh, ah, psh, psh. And as he was knocked out, baking in the sun, they all cheered and laughed and high-fived. Yay! Yay! Psh, psh, high-five! And then what they did was they went on a ride and they drove all the way back to Lord Licorice to tell him that their plan had worked. And after they had done that, when they were on a road trip, they got stuck on Licorice. And they couldn't get out for a full day, sitting there, getting hungry, getting thirsty. They couldn't move. And when Mr. Blue woke up, he told Mr. King, or Candy King, what happened. And what he did was he took Candy King's car, and he drove all the way up. And when he did, Lord Licorice tried to make him occupied so he wouldn't run into the others until they got unstuck. But Lord Licorice fell ill, and he was in the hospital. So, then back to the story, camera, okay? Blue had drove and ran into the others. "Hey, why'd you guys beat me up?" I don't know. "Hey, want to help this out of here?" Actually, on second thought, I don't know you. So, after that day they had gotten unstuck, Mr. Blue came and ate all the little candy canes he could. All in his jolly good belly, they sat as he was knocked out in the snow. They got unstuck. They drove up to Candy Cane Castle, and what they did was the very nastiest thing. They killed the king and took over the castle. And they ate every little bit of candy they could. They shoved it in a car, and they drove off. And when they were driving, they got a flat tire and had to sit out and sleep in the middle of the night until someone could come help them. So as they spent the night off the road of Lord Licorice, Mr. Blue digested all the candy canes, came and ran into them, started beating them up, every single one of them. And he just laughed and laughed. He took pictures, posted them on YouTube, eh? And when the next morning they woke up, Mr. Blue was standing there. They had bruises on their faces, blood coming from their ears, a little bit nasty if you ask me. But, yeah, so, Mr. Blue was standing there. Hey guys, what happened? I don't know, we got beat up by you! They got mad at him so much. Mr. Candyman over here was killed and he had found out. So he beat the crud out of him, took all the candy back and laughed and posted it on YouTube, right? Yeah. And then, in the end, everybody says that whoever won the original game was the winner overall. Even though there was a dead king, no candy, no car, everything was broken, the game kept carrying on for generations. Until these 3 people got so jealous in their old ages that they assassinated him. He's out of the king. He's out of the king's castle, you know? So they took over, and then they died of illness and of age. And the end.